Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano, and thank you for listening to the Super Awesome Geek Show.
Hey, it's Matt Lancer, voice of Anakin Skywalker here. You're watching the Super Awesome Geek Show.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. Today, we got a special guest, Sam Johnson, and we got the one and only Salacious Rum with us today, too, to help welcome in Sam. Sam's here to chat more about Geek-Girl, the comic. Ruby K is up to more shenanigans in her upcoming issue. Rozaf, how you doing? And you can get the newest Geek-Girl stuff on Kickstarter right now. Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the new Geek-Girl comics?
Okay, so what we've got going on at the moment is a jump on Kickstarter with a jump on Deluxe issue 11. Geek-Girl is Ruby K, who was a hot, popular college chick that landed a pair of super tech glasses that gave her flight and super strength powers on a drunken whim. But then, with the aid of her friend Summer, her BFF, she got pushed into becoming a superheroine, fronting a super team, and has grown and is a genuine superhero now. And now that's all about to get taken away from her as identity thief, new villain, comes in and literally steals her identity.
Wow. Yeah, so this identity thief character actually takes on the look and powers of someone, it appears, in the comics, right?
Yeah. So initially, let me find a good visual. You've got where Geek-Girl lives in Maine. There's a resident superhero called Pitbull, who's the jock superhero. And what initially happens is identity thief takes his identity.
Yeah.
But then Geek-Girl and her teammate, the Minger, get involved. Now, it seems that when identity thief takes someone's identity, that's a result of them making impact with them. And so, though he's taken on Pitbull's identity, then Geek-Girl and the Minger pitch up. The Minger jumps on him, so he ends up taking inadvertently her identity, then sees Geek-Girl and is like, oh, I've heard about you. I want to be you.
And now, when I was reading the issue 11 here, and this was your jump-on issue from the last Kickstarter, and she was starting to have flashbacks through her life. Are the flashbacks related to him stealing the identity?
Yeah, I mean, basically, what happens with identity thief with when they initially steal identities is it's quite a superficial thing, but they can telepathically link up and get inside people's minds and memories. So because they actually want to really almost become Geek-Girl, I want to be you is the line. Geek-Girl chases them while they're still in the Minger's identity, and while Geek-Girl is chasing them, identity thief is tapping into her mind and drawing out significant moments from her past so that they can basically become a sort of realistic clone of them. Yeah, I think that basically describes it. The flashbacks are going on while Geek-Girl is in pursuit of identity thief who's seemingly escaping in her car, but is actually just buying time enough for her to have absorbed enough of Geek-Girl's memories because of the psychic link that they connected with her, so that when Geek-Girl catches up, they've got what they need to become her.
Yeah. And then we're left with a bit of a cliffhanger. We don't know what's going to happen until we get issue 12. Now, so what I was looking at is, now you've got a sort of one shot that has more to do with identity thief, right? That's with the issue 12. And that one shot is also in the deluxe version of number 11, if you wanted to go for that, right?
Yeah. So what you've got there is the original 11.
Yeah.
What's new on Kickstarter is a deluxe version, which includes issue 11 and the Fake Geek-Girl one-shot. The Fake Geek-Girl one-shot is also available separately for those that already have issue 11. But yeah, it makes a bigger thing, and as I say, it's a great jump-on point because you'll get into like where Ruby comes from, her like mean girl friends. That gets brought back into the picture. They kind of fall out, but there's an opportunity for Karen, who's the big bitch of the clique, that they kind of their relationship has faltered somewhat, but now it's not the real Ruby that pitches up at this club where Karen is with her new boyfriend. Yeah, things are going to happen. And issue 12 is out as well. So you've got the Deluxe 11, Fake Geek-Girl one-shot, which forms part of that and is also available separately. And then also issue 12 and all the previous trades and issues.
As add-ons, yeah. I think it's a really cool Identity Thief. I think is a really cool villain. I can't recall. I'm trying to think back, and I can't recall any other comic book villain that's sort of done it in that kind of way, the way that you've come up with. And I feel like it's a cool, kind of original idea. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's been times where people like steal your identity electronically, like online and stuff, or like the chameleon who can mimic somebody. But it's kind of like, I think the flashback idea and the telepathic connection with the victim and stealing their memories, and then you're going to get to the point where that villain can actually answer questions. You know what I mean? Like it could answer intimate questions and details. That's the thing that takes it to the next level that I don't really recall seeing in other comic book villains before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if something similar has been done before, I'm not aware of it. I mean, what we've got is, you know, we've all seen characters like Mystique to go Marvel and the Chameleon in Marvel that can, you know, change and the scrolls in
shapeshift, but
they can look like someone else, but she is almost becoming her. She's Identity Thief. We haven't seen them as themselves at this point. When they arrive and take Pitbull's identity, the identity they're in is stolen from someone else.
From someone else,
So we don't know who they are, what they are, but it's like a canvas for them to, you know, take on someone's character. So they don't just look like them. As far as Karen, the bitch that's at the club, is concerned, she believes this is Ruby K. She looks like her, she acts like her. And this is their friendship had hit rocky times since Ruby became Geek-Girl, and now this is a chance for them to seemingly reconcile. However, it's not her.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think of it so far, Rum?
I was a bit confused because I thought Chewbacca was in it. Who's Chewbacca?
the dog girl there, whatever.
Who's that one, Sam?
Hang on, what?
Chewbacca's in it, and Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
The dog girl. What's her name there?
Dog woman.
Was it literally dog woman, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not Chewbacca. Although I can see that where the confusion may have arisen. That's the subplot going on because she's attached to a big gun villain called Pighead, who's appeared previously. And Pighead and his crew got taken down by Geek-Girl and her crew previously. but it seems like Pighead has not ended up in jail and is somewhere else, which Dog Woman hooks up with Delphi, who, this is quite complicated a setup. All the other previous issues are available. So basically, these two are onto the fact that Pighead is somewhere else, and that's a subplot that's going to become more to the fore. So that's going on while we've also got everything that's going on with Identity Thief and Geek-Girl.
I like the. Well, first I'm gonna need your help. I need you to shave me before we go outside.
yeah. I mean, this is we saw her in dog form, but she spruces up all right. That's her in the red dress there after she's been shaved.
Yep.
And there's a reason why she's gone shaved, and that's because she's been chained. While Pighead's been missing, she's basically been chained to the floor in their apartment. And like dogs can be, she can be quite horny, and she wants to get some action. And Pighead ain't around, so she's going to get it somewhere. So that's why she gets shaved and dressed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like all the sexual tension. I reckon as well, but you might say wrong. It might be my wishful thinking, but I think secretly, Geek-Girl's hot pants are getting higher and higher up her legs as each episode goes. Seeing a little tiny bit more butt cheeks each episode.
I think that kind of depends on the artist. I mean, we can't see the rear view here, but this is Narcelio Souza who's done. This is one of the variants for issue 10.
I need that one.
And I don't think that's correct.
Oh.
If you look, but it may be, you know, it's a nice idea.
Sweet comic art, he says.
It wasn't me that noticed. It was my friend.
Right.
Right.
You can correct your friend on that one, I think, unless your friend is looking at different artist interpretations. At least as far as C. Grander, the main artist, goes, the interior artist, they're pretty consistent in their length of her shorts.
Well, to be honest,
let's clear that up.
To be honest, Mr. Sam, you're a very bad influence on me.
Okay.
I was a very sweet little innocent virgin monkey lizard. You know, I was not exposed to this world.
Yeah.
And now, since I've had Geek-Girl episode 1 and the Voodoo Junkie Hit Woman, now I seem to be buying up naughty comics with scantily clad ladies on them, left, right, and center. I'm just surrounded by comics with ladies with, you know, special assets.
Well, I mean, to be fair, as Kickstarters go, what you get from Geek-Girl is fairly tame. I mean, you get it's kind of de rigueur on Kickstarter to have
Suggested
less than scantily clad women on variant covers, and we do keep it rated teen plus on Geek-Girl, so it's not too much of a corrupting influence. I hope.
Well, no, it just sets the imagination. That's the imagination. You know.
Well, you're a hot-blooded young Jabba pet thing. You know that's going to happen.
That's right. It's true. I'm on heat.
Let's take a look at the Kickstarter here. To bring it up. Oh wait, we got to switch to what mode do we got to switch to? This mode. Where did it go? There it is. All right, there it is. So you've already reached your goal. So anyone who's going to pledge from now on, just know that you're guaranteed to get whatever you pledge for because the goal has been reached. Sam, you always seem to pick reasonable goals, I think. I think you've always done that very well. Whenever you set that goal, that's pretty much the exact funding you need to get it done, and then the extra money goes into, like, sometimes you have extra prints and things you can throw in with it, right? Or stickers or something, right?
I mean, sometimes we do like limited prints.
Yeah.
Like free ones. Like there's let me find. I've got the team up one somewhere which we tend to do.
Yeah, I remember getting the team up one. Yeah.
I like this. I like.
Oh yeah, we have a few prints. That's the team up one, which you can see Geek-Girl with a bunch of other characters, some of whom you may recognize. Which in a previous Kickstarter we got people to vote for who they'd like to see team up with her, and then we've got the cosplay one where we.
That was good. Yeah.
Geek-Girl as cosplaying as Wonder Woman and a BFF Summer as Red Sonja. So yeah, we do these, but I mean that's not a big part of where the funding goes. The funding is an ongoing series, so the funding goes into the next issues.
It just
and partly
it'll just
to
roll. It'll just roll over into.
Sorry.
It'll just roll over into issue 13, and if you get extra from 12. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's ongoing, so it's
So right now we're looking at the 3 new covers, the regular covers for the regular issues, right? Number 11, then the one shot, and then Geek-Girl 12, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the 11 is the deluxe one, which is there with the yellow background, and then they're moving quite quickly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
The one with the yellow and red background, that is Identity Thief as the Minger at that point, saying "I want to be you" when she sees Geek-Girl.
And is that the cover? Would that be the cover of the one shot?
Yeah. So that's if you get the Geek-Girl 11 Deluxe, that has Geek-Girl 11 plus the fake Geek-Girl one shot in it.
Yep.
The fake Geek-Girl one shot is also its own thing. And then the one with the blue background is issue 12, limited variant edition. For that,
that is a variant. That is a variant.
Yeah. Douglas, who's new. I tend to use some same cover artists, bringing some new ones as well. He's new to it, and I think he's delivered a very nice dynamic.
Yeah, that's a good cover. Yeah.
Which one have I got?
Sorry.
Which one have I got? I get confused with the pledges.
Let's see.
I think I got.
We might have got this one.
I would imagine because you previously, like John, had the original issue 11. For those that have issue 11, that John's highlighting is the fake Geek-Girl one shot and issue 12. So if you're already up to issue 11, you've got everything except these two, basically.
Yeah.
If you can come in on the deluxe one and get issue 11 and fake Geek-Girl in one package in the deluxe edition.
Yep.
So that's the one I've got there.
Yeah, this is the one that we both backed. Yeah. But then you can get number 11, and then we got digital versions.
Yeah.
There's the 12 variant one, Rum, if you're interested in that one. It'd be pledge number 4.
Oh, I want that one. I want that one. How do I?
Well, you can manage
that one as well. Or...
Manage your pledge with this button here,
right there,
and you can add it on or switch whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not too late, Salacious. You can still get that even though you're already back.
What?
Yeah. And then we got there's one of the pinups. Yeah.
So that is now that pinup I showed earlier, the cosplay. That is now also we've used that artwork for a new limited variant of issue number 1.
Oh,
so the reward you're looking at there has that plus a limited digital edition of this is number 1 of the ongoing series because there's a mini as well. Yeah. And you also, if you back that, you get the print free as part of the package as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another deluxe variant edition.
Yeah. And that's Narcelio. Again, that picture we're looking at there is going back to Geek-Girl's origins, where she wins her super tech glasses by getting the college brainiac drunk. It's an inauspicious beginning. She's matured a bit since then, and is kind of a little bit ashamed of it now. But that's she took advantage of the horny college brainiac and won his super tech glasses off him, and that's how she became Geek-Girl.
Right. Now, the powers are actually in the glasses. So, could in order to steal, like if someone were to really steal her powers, they would have to steal the glasses, right?
That's an interesting point, John. So
Yeah.
when Identity Thief thinks she's stealing the whole package, maybe what Identity Thief is getting is not the whole package.
Oh,
Interesting.
oh,
Interesting indeed.
oh.
Yeah, and it goes all the way up to. Oh, look at that! You got a
Spoiler.
you got a cosplay cover on that one package, right?
Yeah, that's from Geek-Girl 5. That's my friend Amy did a cosplay of Geek-Girl. What we're looking at there is the deluxe collector's pack. So there's collector's packs in regular, digital, and deluxe. So you can get all the previous issues in those.
Yeah.
And the trades are also available. So you can get the single issues or you can get them in trade. The trades are there as add-ons. So for anyone that's not used to Kickstarter, they have an add-on feature now. So you back a reward and then you can add whatever you like to it after you've backed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's actually I actually like the add-on system. I think it's a really good way to bring more to the people who are backing your stuff, and without you having to think of every single tier and every single combination of what people would want. You just put them all as add-ons and people can sort of build their own package in a sense,
Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively recent addition to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And it's very helpful because basically what was going on before, you had to have rewards that could suit everyone and various different iterations of each thing to encompass this variant and that variant. And now you've got the sort of your basic fundamental ones, and then you select whatever of those you like. And then anything else you want, you can get as an add-on after you've done so. So that works really well. And also, this is new as well that they've got images with the rewards. Before those were just text. So
that's true. Yeah, you're right.
The left, so they've really souped it up a bit and made some good additions to Kickstarter. So for anyone that found it inaccessible before, it's now a lot more accessible. It's easy to sign up. Just go to Kickstarter.com. It's right there. You can join up to it. So don't be dissuaded if you haven't used it before. And as I say, everything is easy now, whereas before you had to be scrolling up one side and the other side and mixing and matching and referring back. If you look at the reward, the picture's there above the reward now, which is probably should have been done a long time ago, but they've done it now. That's the main thing.
I quite like. I never had comics before. I quite like them. I like getting it, and then I have a little sniff of it. Does anyone else do that? Sniff the pages.
Nope. Just
sniff
you.
the pages.
Just you.
I like putting it on the coffee table and having a little sniff of the page, and then I have to, so I don't get confused. I have to run my finger down it so I stay on the story.
There you go.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I like how the flashbacks are in black and white. That was a nice touch.
Yeah. So this is what we're looking at there is what we were looking at is when the Geek-Girl's pursuing Identity Thief escaping in a car with Geek-Girl flying after her. The Identity Thief's formed this psychic link with her and is pulling out these memories. And you can see standout moments from Ruby's life here. Went back in her Geek-Girl days where she did what she wanted and she got what she wanted. And the situation we're seeing there is some guy that she previously pulled, as we say in England, at a club, coming back for more and being quite flatly told he ain't getting any more.
Yeah. That's why it makes this issue a good, like you said, a good starter issue if you haven't been going all along, because there's all these flashbacks that kind of it goes with the story of what's going on in this issue, but it also fills you in as on what's come before, and how she's become Geek-Girl. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a clever way to do it, and I really like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, because Identity Thief is pulling out, as I say, standout memories. So if you haven't read any Geek-Girl before, this is all you need. And also for those that have, the flashbacks are also where some of it is recounting snippets of the series. There's also insights that we haven't seen before, such as that scene with the guy just there. So you get new insights for those already on board. But if you're not already on board, as I say, this is all you need to get on board.
You're good at picking names, Sam. I like the names like Ruby K and Summer James and Johnny Carlisle.
Johnny Carlisle is a cool name. Johnny Carlisle is the guy behind Ruby's sort of burgeoning superhero outfit. She's been put together with some others to start this super team, but so far it's not quite got off the ground. One of them, we don't know quite what happened. Geek-Girl and the Whooper, as his superhero moniker is, they got into a fight with Mean Girl, like the totally Valley Girl superheroine, and she stuck a high heel in his chest. And we're not quite sure in what state since then. He's back at the HQ in this cabinet we don't know what's going on with him, but he's temporarily incapacitated, which or maybe worse, but the superhero team's kind of stalled a bit, so that's why Ruby and the Minger, her other teammate, go out on the town looking for crime, and that's where they find Identity Thief.
The Minger.
The Minger is. I don't know, John, if that is a term that.
I don't think we use that in the States.
No, it's a bad word.
A Minger. I don't think it's a term that's used a hell of a lot nowadays, but it's a very derogatory term if describing someone's looks. Now, the Minger wears a helmet, so ordinarily we don't see her without that on. So you would think, she's hideous, and that's why she calls herself the Minger. But when Identity Thief steals her identity, obviously they're stealing her look. They're not stealing what she's wearing. So we see the Minger's face, and she's stunning. So there's something going on there. Why does this beautiful woman walk around with a helmet on, calling herself the Minger? So that's something to be explored further.
Yeah, interesting. Now, here's I don't know. I don't want to give anything away if I accidentally stumbled upon something.
I'll stop you if it's going too spoilery, John. Don't worry.
What if she was in some kind of accident and her face is horribly disfigured? Would the Identity Thief get the disfigurement or the original look?
No, she gets whatever they look like at that given moment. If they've done their hair a certain way at that time, that's the hair they'll get.
Okay.
They get the complete physicality, they just don't get whatever they're wearing. Hence, they don't get the helmet. Hence, for the first time, we see what the Minger actually looks like, which is unexpected given the moniker she's given herself.
Yeah.
Minger's a proper 90s word, isn't it? Minger's proper 90s.
It is. It's quite a school ground term. That it was very big in the day. Not so big now, but she's sticking with that for reasons best known to her, basically.
Yeah. So Granda's still doing all the art, right? Interior art and he does a couple covers, but the interior art mostly, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's done all the interior art since the miniseries throughout the ongoing. He brings so much to it, the facial expressions, the body language. You've got a lot of female characters in this book, and they all look distinctive from each other. There's a scene in the Fake Geek-Girl one-shot where Fake Geek-Girl enters, and she's quite distant, but it's very clearly this is Ruby K. So he does a great job. This is the man.
And he's clearly a superhero fan. If you look at the background there, he's got like 1,000 superhero action figures behind him. Both DC and Marvel, it looks like.
Yeah, but Superman is his big one.
That's his favorite, yeah.
There was a thing where he did, because of, DC has this association with 52. He did this thing where he wore a different Superman t-shirt every day for 52 days. So he's got at least 52 Superman t-shirts. So he quite likes Superman.
Yeah, cool. And does he still live in Columbia?
Yes, he does. Yes.
Yeah.
He lives the life of a hermit, he says. But if that helps get the work done, then crack on.
Yeah. That's cool. And he's done a lot of notable works. I mean, he's worked for Megadeth. He's done Grimm's Fairy Tales, Pirouette, Taurus Nocturnos. I've heard of that. Arachna Comics, right? So really cool.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff to his credit,
Yeah. I mean, we're lucky lucky that he's passionate about Geek-Girl and stuck with it, because it's his 4-issue miniseries, and this is issue 11 of the ongoing with him drawing every issue. It's like, there's a lot of Marvel DC comics that don't have, an artist sticking with it consistently for that long. So pretty sweet.
You got another backer there. Look at that.
Thank you, Chet.
Hey, Bazzer, how you doing? And then we've got your colorist here, Chunlin Zhao. She's a great colorist. Look at that Darth Vader on her hoodie there. That's perfect. Yeah. Now she's been doing the coloring for the interior work, right? She is the colorist. She's done the interior for almost every issue of the mini and the ongoing. She also does a lot of the variant covers coloring, like the Nostalio Sousa one that we had there. The thing where when it pops up again, you've got her sat in a chair there on the left, with the glasses being held in front of her. She colored that. We've just about finished. We've done a limited so far. Fake Geek-Girl one shot doesn't have a limited variant, but we've just about completed, again with Narcelio and with her coloring, a homage to the Mary Jane Face It Tiger. Who's just hit the jackpot. Oh wow, nice!
It's turned out great, and we're gonna, though you can back that now. The Geek-Girl Fake Geek-Girl one shot limited variant is available to back. The cover isn't up yet, and we're going to be releasing that on Tuesday when we enter the final week, and we'll be putting up the final rewards. That'll be part of the final rewards that are added, and one of the rewards that we'll be adding will be the as limited as you can get variants of it, where you've got in the standard cover, it's instead of Face It Peter, you've just hit the jackpot. She's saying Face It Karen, you've just hit the jackpot, which is her best frenemy. But you can have it so one of a kind, get your name in there, so it's Face It Your Name. The jackpot. That will be one and done, limited to one and only for whoever backs that as the only copy of those.
Wow.
That'll be a limited reward, and that's quite a fun one. And the covers turn out great. I'm looking forward to being able to. We've teased it, we've shown bits of it, but it's really nice looking. And Tuesday is when that goes up.
That's cool. And she's got a good string of credits behind her with the Wretches, Misadventures of Electrolyte, Shogun Knight Dyson. And she's worked for Oddworld, Jackalope, Outland Entertainment. Some good stuff there.
Yeah, and she's a very, very talented colorist. She gets better all the time. I mean, with the Fake Geek-Girl one shot, we've got there's a club that we visited before called Reach in the series.
Yeah.
But this one shot, it's they have like the different themes to it. Previously, we've had a night that was based around Seinfeld's Festivus, the alternative Christmas.
Yeah.
So there was a sort of cabaret with Festivus-based tasks, for want of a better way of putting it, involved in that. Festivus-based components to it. And for this one, it's this club called Rock, which is a very sophisticated affair. And Karen arrives with her quite well-to-do. She's not with the Mean Girls this time. She's with a new guy and a well-to-do older than her, certainly, gentleman named Jules. And this is the look of it is based on a club of a sophisticated type, and the lighting of it is sort of dimmer than usual and of a sophisticated nature. And Chanlin's smashed it with that. The look of it is, I mean, the issue and the look of it is unlike anything else. It's a very character-driven thing that goes very well as part of the Deluxe 11, where in 11 it's, you know, you've got all the chase and all that going on with Geek-Girl, but we really get into some good character stuff there, and the vibe of this club has been very well established by what Charlene does with the colours.
Yeah, and she still lives in China, right?
Yeah, part of the international team, Colombia, China, England, and Scotland. There, we're looking at Paul McLaren, the letterer.
Yeah, and your letterer obviously is fond of explosions, so
yeah. He does security guard for some sort of hush outfit.
Oh yeah.
That is actual footage. That's not like he's not got like Photoshop. That happened.
Oh no, yeah, he's walking away from a real explosion.
I mean, lucky someone had a camera on hand. To be fair.
Yeah, Paul there. He does your lettering, right? Yeah. And,
yeah.
He's been doing it all along, right?
Yeah, pretty much. There's only one issue that him and Chunlin weren't involved in very early on. Other than that, they've done every issue of the mini and the ongoing. They keep getting better. They're all into it. They look forward to the next issue, and it's a great creative team. And you know, we're doing quite well, I think. Issue 11 is not to be sniffed at in this difficult market we call indie comics.
He's got a pretty well-to-do friend there in Mark Millar, you know.
Yes, old boy pal Mark Millar. Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
I know. Yeah. Kingsman, turned into a whole movie franchise, really. And Kick-Ass. I mean, Kick-Ass had 2 films, right?
Plenty. I mean, he's got more stuff coming out, more new stuff. There's he's got quite a lot of things going on.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many more episodes are there of Geek-Girl? How do you plan out how many there are? So how many is it like you finish one series and then it's a new series, or how does I don't know how it works. Please tell me.
Well, it's an ongoing series. So we had a 4-issue mini initially. There was a 0 issue before that, and then the next series started out as a mini, but with the aim of building up the audience enough to make it ongoing, which is where Kickstarter came in, and we achieved that. So it's ongoing. So I've got stuff mapped out. I've got all kinds of ideas, and I basically get the script done. The script's done at the rate that Carlos Grander, he doesn't like being called Carlos Grander, can draw them. But I've got things are mapped out, and there's things been going on that are going to lead to other things in the series. So it's ongoing. It's there's no intended end in sight. There's a kind of a jump off point where some subplots could lead to this being the end of this season, if you like. But I'm not nailing things down too much. I like to not know everything that's coming myself. I mean, things have gone off things in recent issues have gone in different directions than I originally had planned. So I like it to stay fresh for me as well as the readers. I liked it to stay fairly unpredictable. And as I say, it's ongoing. I'm not planning on stopping it anytime soon.
That's cool.
And we're still getting to know Ruby Kay. She's gone from this superficial it girl surrounded by a mean girl clique to a genuine superheroine. And now, for all her development and her growth as a character, as I say, she now looks back on how she got these superpowers with some degree of embarrassment and shame. So she is developed from the girl used to getting what she wants to a girl that is helping others, and now it's all going to get ripped away from her by identity thief.
Wow. Cool. So let's see, you've got another 8 days or so on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said probably around Tuesday you're going to introduce that alternative cover for the one shot. You have any other things planned as a reveal, or is that going to ride it out to the end?
That is deliberately timed for when we hit the final 7 days. So, like our friends Salacious and anyone else that has previously backed, if you've already backed, you can change your reward if you want to get that. That limited variant. It's very cool. I'm really, really pleased with how it's turned out. But I think that is going to be billed as the final reward. And as I say, that there's different iterations of that. You've got the standard Face It Karen one, and then there's the Face It limited to one, insert your name, that'll be available as well. So that's a big one, I think.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a neat. Go ahead, Ron. Sorry.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe in the future, the Geek-Girl might benefit from having a little friendly sidekick. Someone that appears, someone slightly, unusual, well, good looking probably.
Someone from a galaxy far away, maybe.
Possibly. I mean, the Geek-Girl universe. I mean, someone that she likes, like someone that pops out and she likes to put him on her lap and give him a little stroke.
Well, the way things going with the new CEO of Disney, the Star Wars rights might be up for grabs soon. So that's something I could.
We'll work on that. We'll work on buying those rights, and then we can do whatever we want. Yeah.
Well, do you think the words monkey lizard are protected?
No, but probably during Salacious Rum, as we call ourselves, might be frowned on by the Disney empire that might crush me into a pulp.
The creator.
But as I say, those rights, the way things are going, the new Disney guy doesn't seem too keen on Star Wars, so maybe that'll be up on the open market soon, and I can bid on that.
Okay.
Look at Rozaf here. Rozaf.
Yes, I think what you just said there in the comments, that's probably a good reason not to do it, actually. Thinking it through, how it might play out, probably a bad idea.
So, Sam, do you think ahead with your Kickstarters? Like, would you probably go to 13 and 14, or do you wait to see what Grande has done and sort of decide on how you're going to move forward when you go to the future Kickstarters?
No, I mean, I try to do 2 issues at a time because, international shipping is expensive. And the difference in price between shipping 2 issues versus a single issue is not that much more.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense to do it like that.
Makes it more beneficial for the backers. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's. I think that. I mean, that's the way I've been doing it, and that I'm happy with that. And also because you're this isn't a book that comes out monthly. You get
Yeah.
2 issues at a time, and in binge culture, people might want to go straight through read 2 issues immediately, so you're getting more content that way. But yeah, the grander schedule works out well, and it's like I've also got Carver Cheney, Voodoo Junkie, Hitwoman.
Yeah.
Which has other artists involved. Grander actually has done a cover for that now. But yeah, so like as it stands, I alternate between Geek-Girl and Carver Cheney. Ex-crack whore turns supernatural gun for hire, slightly different. Okay. So yeah, as it stands, I mean, Carver is a mini series, so the next Kickstarter will feature, as well as the previous issues, the final issue of that mini series. However, she's part of the Geek-Girl universe, has appeared previously in Geek-Girl, so once the Carver mini series is played out, she will be coming back to Geek-Girl, so it's all part of the same universe.
I like the Voodoo Junkie.
Who doesn't love a Voodoo Junkie?
Yeah. So that's the plan then, to go back to Voodoo, Carver Cheney, and then the final part of that will come out on the next Kickstarter, and then you'll go back to do 13 and 14 after that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then it is intended for Carver to return to the page in 15.
Cool.
So
okay.
Ties up quite nicely. And yeah, she's appeared in what's in the 3rd trade paperback, which collects issues 5 to 9. So she's hired to basically take someone down that we can't reveal who that is. But there's a tie to Geek-Girl, which is what's bringing her into Geek-Girl's universe, and she ain't done with them yet.
Cool. That's cool. Well, Sam, I've only got about an hour today. I'm up at the house. That's why my background is different. And I've got some friends that are popping by in just a few minutes that came all the way down from New York. And I actually forgot that this was going on when we scheduled our thing. So, but let us know. You're on Twitter and you're on Facebook. You're on Instagram?
Yeah, Sam Johnson Comics.
You got 2 on Instagram.
2 Instagram. There's the Sam Johnson _comics, and there's just Sam Johnson Comics. Sometimes you get different stuff on the same, but I've basically created 2 because things don't always show up for people, so it maximizes it. But yeah, Sam Johnson Comics or Sam Johnson _comics. DA Sam Johnson on Twitter or Ruby _KKAYE _ Facebook, Sam Johnson. If you've got friends that are into comics, which I'm sure you do, I'm pretty easy to find. We'll have mutual friends. And geekgirlcomics.com takes you to the Kickstarter.
And have you started a Threads? Did you get on that Threads thing yet?
The Threads thing?
The new social media by Instagram?
Not yet. I've got enough with I've got actually, I think, 5 Twitter accounts, because there's like Geek-Girl Comic, Geek-Girl Kickstarter, you name it. So I've got quite a lot, but when I'm done with this Kickstarter, then I might look at expanding further into the new ones.
I always tweet out Mr. Sam, don't I?
You do, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
On Instagram as well.
Yeah, we try to.
By the way, I don't know how it's taken me this long to clock exactly your background there, which is obviously Geek-Girl, but you've chosen not to focus on the facial area. You've gone for another focal point there, which is quite indicative of Salacious Rum, I think.
Oh yeah, actually, it was my friend. My friend.
Yeah, your friend, of course. Yeah.
My friend.
Was it Mr. Blobby that did it?
Mr. Blobby. Did it. It was him.
That thing, that Mr. Blobby. I don't know why that exists.
No one likes him, Sam. No one in none of my friends in the Americas states. In the United American States, like Mr. Blobby.
Not many people know what he is.
Don't like him. They don't like him. Like they say, he looks pervy.
Right. But he had a #1 single in Britain, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And that's it.
And it's got video.
Jeez.
And it's got video.
Yes, I mean, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, there's anyone interested in Mr. Blobby, there's
All kinds
good
of
luck.
it.
Godspeed.
Do you have a Ruby K theme song?
I don't have a Ruby K theme song, unfortunately. There is a theme I have in mind for, like, I've got a movie in mind, and I have Run by Leona Lewis's cover of Run. It works really well for the climactic scene of the mini-series. So anyone that picks up the first trade on the mini-series, if you keep that in mind when you get to issue 4, when Ruby K / Geek-Girl enters the climactic battle with Big Bad Lightning Storm, Run by Leona Lewis is the thing I envision as playing in the background. I think works very well.
All right.
With her and a BFF Summer during that scene.
I'll have to re-look at that and play it while I'm looking at it. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's an enhancement. It's worth taking the time.
That's cool. That's cool.
While we're waiting for the movie, which
Of course, we'll be.
If my finances aren't all tied up by Star Wars franchise, then in the future.
I mean, what you do? You got James Gunn for that, right?
James Gunn is a busy man. I don't know. This whole DC thing pans out. I think it's probably going to be like a flash in the pan. It'll be done in like a year.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he's got many ideas for it or anything. He's just winging it.
Yeah. Well, Sam, I really appreciate you popping in with us. This has been really cool. I like catching up with you and catching up with Ruby K and how things are going with Geek-Girl.
Well, there's the face. It was there all along.
Yeah.
It seems to have a caterpillar on her head as well. Slightly out of shot now. Can you bring it down a little bit so we can establish what that is? That.
Well, that's his foot. It's the other Rum's
foot. God, there's more of them.
Well, we've got all the monkey lizards on there.
Yeah.
I thought I would protect Ruby's honor and cover up one of her boobs with my head.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. Chivalrous is the word, I think.
Yeah.
He's Bob, who lives with Rum, is a big monkey lizard collector. He's got quite a few of the various toys, statues, comics, pins, prototype things, just all kinds of stuff related to that guy.
Are you aware, Rum, that there is one of the recent Star Wars comics where they're sort of revisiting Return of the Jedi? The entire story is based around Salacious Crumb, so that might be one for you.
Oh, I need to get that.
Yeah.
One.
It's not got boobs in it, I'm afraid. So.
Well, that's actually not true, because because there was a resident of the palace at the time called Yana Dalgargan, and she actually had 6 boobies. I know because I looked at them, all 6 of them.
My bad.
He says, well, he has half a statue.
To be honest with you, Mr. Sam, having 6 boobies is a good asset because you can rest your head on one and touch one with your left hand and touch another one with your right hand.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can rest your head on like bottom left and then touch top left, top right, or middle left or middle right.
Maybe that's something that could be looked into by scientists. Like when they were growing ears on the back of a mouse, they could be growing extra boobs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yana Dalgargan. Good dancer as well, Yana. Good dancer is Yana. Slightly unorthodox in his style, but a good dancer.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Anything you want to say before we go, Bob, Rum, either of you guys?
I just want to say that I'm a big supporter of Mr. Sam.
Thank you.
And,
I also like that you're using the time-honoured referring to as I don't know if you're a fan of Harry Hill, but the guests refer to him as Mr. Harry. And it's a long tradition in British comedy to do that, and I appreciate that.
Very good. See what I did there, Mr. John? Mr. John? See that?
I got you. All right. Yeah.
So go and get your Geek-Girl comic from Kickstarter. Go and get it now. And the Voodoo
Geek-Girl.com.
Yeah.
Don't wait till Tuesday. You can back now, and then if you want to get this Mary Jane Homaging limited variant, you can change your pledge on Tuesday. Don't wait till Tuesday. Back now.
Do it
There
now.
you go. There you go. Thanks, Sam. Any other closing words before we take off?
Well, I think we've said a mouthful between us, basically.
Yeah.
So what else is there? What else is there to say?
Well, it's always a pleasure, my friend, and I've like I said before, I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you over the years, and I'm
both of you
always here for you and your comics, and never hesitate to reach out if you need anything from us. I mean, we'll be glad to help.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I always enjoy being on the show.
Thanks, my
Love
friend.
the show. That's another one run. That's hello, Mr. Harry. Love the show.
Oh, perfect timing. They're just getting here.
There
All right,
we go.
we'll see you guys later.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.